Welcome to 5 Minutes with Marty, the daily, or I shouldn't say the daily, the weekday podcast show where we talk things all motorsports in 5 minutes or less. Today we are going to be recapping the Cup and truck races at Martinsville as well as Formula 1 at Mexico if we do have time. A lot of stuff to talk about today on the show. 5 minutes of the clock starting right now. We'll start, wrong thing. Starting right now. Okay. So we start things off with the Cup race. My pick to win, Martin Truex Jr. dominates the race, leading 464 of 500 laps to win the first state of 500. The most laps ever led by a Cup driver en route to a victory, and because of that, it puts Truex as the first driver locked in to the championship floor. But the biggest story talked about after the race was the fight that broke out between Denny, Hamlin, and Joey Logano. Round 2, ding 'em up, ding, ding, ding. But anyway, this happened because of a specific tire situation where Denny Hamlin got into Joey Logano off of turn 4, put Logano up in the wall, and caused a flat tire and caused Logano to spin out just about a lap later. Logano went over to Hamlin and was not happy one bit, and that's when the WWE stuff came out. In fact, even one crew member got behind Hamlin from Logano's pit crew and put him on the ground, and then pretty much that was it after the fight. Because of that, Team Penske crew member Dave Nichols Jr. has been suspended for the next points race at Texas because of his conduct. Correct and proper conduct on and off the track is part of a member's responsibilities. So looking at how the playoffs look after this, with Truex being in to advance into the next round. At the moment, Joey Logano up 14 points over Kevin Harvick, 17 up for Kyle Busch, and 24 up for Denny Hamlin. The bigger story right here, Chase Elliott in the playoffs. A broken axle caused him to lose a few laps in the race. I think it was a right axle as well, if not it was a left. But because of it, Chase Elliott most likely in a must-win situation. 44 back on the cutoff right now at the moment. Phoenix in Texas, one of those tracks he's going to have to do at Phoenix. He came close to, but then got in that wreck in stage 3. So a tough break for him there. Other post-race penalties from that. Byron Busch, Kyle Busch, Stenhouse and Blaney, loose lug nuts. Crew chiefs are each fined $10,000. No truck series penalties. So going to the truck series, those who missed the final laps live, like me, you guys already heard me talk about that. Todd Gilliland, about time he gets his first truck win, beats out Ross Chastain and Harrison Burton, even though Burton spun out. Gilliland plays the playoff spoiler. Ross Chastain rebounds after his wreck last week at Talladega. And then how about Timmy Hill? Top 5 finish for him. Good for him. Stuart Friesen finishes 6th. He's got a good chance right now to make the championship 4. That's the dark horse pick to win the title all right there. And how about Danny Bone? His first truck race. And you guys may remember Danny Bone from the guy who flipped in the modified race at Daytona in 2013. But Danny Bone finishes 8th, and he'll be driving the 30 truck for the rest of the year. Jeff Burton finished 9th, and Cody Rohrbach finished 10th as well. And playoff drivers had issues as well. Matt Crafton, who wasn't happy at all in the race, had engine issues. Tyler Ankrum got involved into an accident, and then Brett Moffitt also with an accident as well. Because of this, the playoffs have shaken up big time right now. Friesen, like we said, he is up about 29, I want to say, but I'm not really too sure. My math's working. 10, 20, 30, 40, 35 up. 35 up, okay. And then Brett Moffitt's 45 up, so he'll be into the championship over the next race at Phoenix in 2 weeks. Ross Chastain is 20 up, and then Austin Hill is 9 up. Imagine this. We could be talking Austin Hill into the championship for Austin Hill, Ross Chastain, and Stuart Friesen. That would be pretty insane for a championship 4 right there. There was a technical issue as well. Elliott lost the feet of the truck race on FS1, which as we talked about earlier. And finally, in Formula 1 with 40 seconds to go, Lewis Hamilton won the race. However, though, he needed to race Bottas by 14 points, only outraced him by 10 as Bottas finished third in the race. How about Alex Albon finishing top 5 for Red Bull? Good for him. What a crazy start. So I watched the start before I went over to the NASCAR race. Lando Norris was in 3rd or 4th at the time at the start. But however, DNF'd after having a tire issue coming out from pit road with the left front lug nut was not properly inserted. Kimi Räikkönen also DNF'd from the race as well. Denny received a 10-second time penalty after hitting the rear of Nico Hülkenberg. Kvyat finished 11th, and Hülkenberg, because of it, moves up into the top 10. Yes, he does. So, that's it for 5 minutes with Marty. The races we got coming up this weekend, we've got Cup and Xfinity in Texas. The Order of Outlaws Championship is not this weekend, but next week, and that is heating up. We'll talk about that next week because Brad Sweet and Donnie Schatz, 8 points between each other. 2 drivers battling for the championship in the Outlaws at the end of the year. That is something you wouldn't really expect as well. And we'll give you all the news and storylines this week. If I forget any other races, just let me know. But yeah, it's been 5 minutes for Marty. Peace out, guys.